Hello, I am K.S. Rao. Once again, we are joining with another Sudoku puzzle located behind me. I would like to repeat that this game of Sudoku is for enjoying. Okay, so my choice of the puzzles are those through which you can enjoy and spend your time usefully and what shall I say, enjoying all the time. Okay, in this puzzle also I will show a few interesting tricks. If you adopt, your Sudoku playing will be more and become more enjoyable. Okay, so and one thing more, I request you to please send your comments to me. Whether it is good or bad, I don't mind. The comments will help me to improve my own performance and these videos. Okay, so that is important. And one thing more is please subscribe to this channel, KS Rao Sudoku channel, so that whenever a new video is released, you will get the information automatically. Okay. So with these words, let's go to the puzzle now. So here it is our puzzle. Before commencing the solving process, I request you to read all this comment and these few lines here. This comment refers particularly. I will read for you. Please copy the puzzle and solve by yourself and watch the video later and compare strategies. That is how you have solved and how I am going to solve. You can compare the two methods and you can choose whichever is better. Okay, and then these lines are generally found in every video. I would like to send this wonderful book, Some Miracles Shown by God, to anybody who desires, free of cost, by email. If you contact me by this mail ID or this mail ID, both are my personal mail IDs, no problem. You can even communicate any important message also about this my method of presentation and so on. Okay. So, and then if anybody wants a printed book, I, that can also be sent. It costs little money, 100 rupees or so. That is for postage, packing, and some other charges. Okay. So for that also kindly contact me on this one of these mails. I will send the book within a few days. And then this last line refers to the book Sudoku Made Easy, authored by me a few years ago. It is now available on Amazon.in. It was out of print for some time. Now it has been reprinted and the copies are available at the Amazon.in. Okay. Now let us start with our puzzle. This is a very interesting puzzle. You see again, there is a big blank box, all that completely blank, and just one number here in this block. Okay, this black number 7 is the one which I got printed because that is the only number which can be derived through our normal process of examining the strips, horizontal as well as vertical, and the boxes and the rows and columns. So instead of wasting all the time, I got this one single number printed. So we can start straight away with our tricks. Okay. So now this entry of number 7 gives us the first small trick for this puzzle. That is, you can see in box number 3 we have got these two numbers 4 and 6 here. That means these two numbers cannot get repeated here in this column number 8 of box 3. Therefore, these two numbers have to take these two positions here in column number 8. That is, since there is no cross check of 4 or 6, they become a pair and get written here like this. It is 4 and 6, 4 and 6. Okay. Now that naturally leads us to the top of column number 8. See, these three vacancies can they be done something about. We require to complete this column number 8, we require 1, 8 and 9. Therefore, have a look this side. We have got this 9 here and 8 here, the same row B. Therefore, applying our 2 by 3 trick, we get 1 here, and these 8 and 9 again become another pair, and they take these positions, 2 positions like this, 8 and 9, 8 and 9. Okay. So, nothing much happens here. Let us take a bite from this place and go to our next major trick for this puzzle. So just have a look. Come to this middle horizontal strip. Here we can see these three numbers 1, 3, 8 here. These three numbers cannot get replicated in here, but these three are already blocked by 7, 5 and 4. That means these three numbers have to take these three positions depending on the cross checks available above or below. Okay, that is one trick which we shall implement after a little while. Before that, let us have a look at these three figures 7, 5 and 4. These three figures also, if we look across this side in this box number 4, these three numbers make a castle and take these three positions and release D1, D2 and D3 for other numbers which we can discover, okay, which we can arrive at, okay. But then I am not looking at the castle angle for this particular puzzle. In this case, I am taking it as a pair of 5 and 7 here and another 5 and 7 here in column number 2. Therefore, these two numbers 5 and 7 have to take E3 or F3 because they cannot be replicated anywhere here. Okay, so let us write them there as a pair because there is no cross check. 5 and 7, 5 and 7. Okay. Now the third number 4 comes into play, and naturally that number takes this position. The same thing would have happened even if we had taken it as a castle, but I will give another way of looking at it. Okay. Now, immediately look at this left vertical strip. In column number 2, we have 5 and 7 already. Just now we have written this another pair of 5 and 7. Therefore, these two numbers cannot be replicated anywhere here. Therefore, again these two numbers become a pair and take A1 and C1. Let us record them as such. 5 and 7 and 5 and 7. Okay. Now anything else happens here. Just have a look. 1 just occurs once, 2 occurs once, 3 occurs once, 4. See this 4 here, you cannot replicate in column number 2 here, and another 4 here, you cannot repeat here also. Therefore, in box 1, you can write number 4 here. Okay, and then 5 in this pair, 6 already there, 7 is there in the pair, 8 here. This 8 cannot be repeated here. Therefore, in box 1, the natural place for number 8 is A3. Immediately looking right, this 8 cancels this pair of 8 and 9 in A8, and we get a 9 there, and down below these are pair few minutes ago written. Okay, this is 8. Now, what else happens? These 3 vacancies, we can really say they are for 1, 2 and 3. We have got 1 here, single occurrence, 2 there, single occurrence, 3, single occurrence. let us leave them now for the time being, because we will fill them up later in a better fashion. Okay, so now further, as we have found a pair of 4 and 6 here, we can find a pair of 6 and 9 here also. Just have a look here. So in this, these two numbers cannot be repeated in A2 or B2 or C2. Therefore, these two places are only available for these two numbers 6 and 9. Let us write them as a pair, because there is no cross check. 6 and 9. 6 and 9. Okay. Now, again we come to the same 1, 2, 3. Let us keep them by for same time being. Now, can anything be done? Here we can complete these three spaces D1, D2 and D3. We require 2, 6 and 9. We have a 9 above, so you can write 2 and 6 here, and 6 here, 2 and 9 here. That brings us to these three spaces which we discussed in the beginning, 1, 3, 8 here. Okay, so let us also write them there. 1, 3, 8. Okay, we have no 1 or no here, and 3 right here in column number 4. Therefore, let us write all three numbers there. 1, 3, 8. Here we find an 8 above, so let us write 1 and 3 there. And here we can see that number 3, therefore we can write 1 and 8 there. Okay. Now, what should we do? Let us look at this column number 1. Now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers there. We require only 4 more numbers for completing column number 1. Let us write them now. What are the numbers required? We require 2, 4, 6 and 8. 2, 4, 6 and 8 for these 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. 2, 4, 6 and 8. We got 2 and 4 here. So let us write 6 and 8 here. Nothing here. So all 4 numbers 2, 4, 6, 8 here. Again, we don't find any of those numbers. So let us also repeat them. 2, 4, 6 and 8. Okay. Now, what about these two places? We can fill up these things also. Yeah. Only 3 vacancies are there in column number 3. That is for 1, 2 and 9. So that finishes this box actually. We have got a 2 there. So let us write 1 and 9 here. No 1, no 2, no 9. 1, 2, 9 here. That completes column number 3 also. Okay, now we are coming to an important minor trick. Of course, it's very important. Look at this box. See, we can straight away see number 2 here and number 2 above. 1 is missing, that's why I have started with number 2. This number 2 here cannot be repeated. Number 2 here, it cannot be repeated here. That means in this box, a 2 has to be here at H4 or H6. Therefore, if a 2 has to be here at H4 or H6, what is the job for the 2 here in row H, H1 or H3? Just try to understand. A 2 has to be here or here. That means number 2 has no business to be here or here. So let us strike out that number 2 here and also here. So that leaves us in this box a pair of 1 and 9 in G3 and H3. Okay. Therefore, we can correct this pair 6 and 9 at J2. We can delete number 9, write a 6 there, and after writing this 6, look at G1. That pair also gets disbanded, and we can write number 8 there. After writing the 6 and 8 here, the trio at H1 also gets disturbed, and only number 4 remains there. And at G1, Only number 2 remains. Okay, interesting. Now look further this side. We have written this 6 here, as a result of which this pair also gets disturbed. Let's correct it and write a 4 there, and just above it is a 6. Okay, very nice. Okay, and then one thing more interesting happens. Just have a look. You see, we have this 2 and 8 in column number 5. These two numbers cannot be repeated here, that we know already. And now we are introduced one number 8 at G1, and we have this 2 already, this 2. Therefore, 2 and 8 together cannot be repeated here and cannot be repeated here. Therefore, in this box number 8, we can make a pair of 2 and 8 and write here like this, 2 and 8 and 2 and 8. I hope I am clear. Please see once again, 2 here, 8 here cannot be repeated here, 2 and 8 above cannot be repeated here. These are the things. Okay. And now anything else happens. Let's have a further look at this box. 1 can't see anywhere, this side or that side. 2 in the pair, 3 here. See one more small trick, minor trick. This 3 being here cannot get repeated in the G6. Therefore, again looking at this box, where should the 3 be? Okay, that 3 has to be in one of these 3 places. In which case, the pair of 1 and 3 at D5 cannot remain there. It has to get corrected as 1 there, because 3 has to be here. Immediately next door, we can say that 1 8 also gets disturbed. You can write 8 there, and here is 1 3 8 also goes, and what remains is number 3 there. Yeah, it is interesting now. Okay, now what shall we do next? Can we do something? Yeah, why this box is very important. We have written number 1 there now above. That number 1 cannot be repeated here like that number 3, and that 1 gets lodged here at G6. Immediately what else it does? Look left at G3, this pair gets disbanded and a 9 results there, and just below at H3 it is 1, and this 9 disturb that pair also at D3. We can correct it and write the number 2 there, and next here D1 it is 6, and naturally at D2 it is 9. That we could have made upright, it is 6 also, of course it's okay now. And then what else can we do? Looking further at this box, can anything be done about these 3 spaces now? Let's have a look. Yeah. We find a 6 here, we find a 6 there. Therefore, we can write our 6 there. And what is remaining? These 2 spaces are for 3 and 9. It's a pity we don't find a 3 or 3 is here. 3 is here. Therefore, we get our 3 here and 9 here. And further, this 8 at D6 obliges us to disband this pair also at H6 and correct it as 2 there. And here it is 8. It's very good. Now, in row G, just there is one vacancy there. It is for what? Well, clearly for number 3. Yeah, okay. And then, can we do something about these 4 spaces? Let's have a look. We require 1. 1 is here, no cross check. 2, 3, 4 are there. 5. 5 is here, no cross check. 8. 8 is here. Here or here, no cross check again. So, okay, we can look at it this way, is better. With this row J requires 1 and 8. Let us read that pair 1 and 8. It's easier to deal like that. Now here row H requires, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 9. Okay, let's write 5 and 9 there. 5 and 9 there. We have filled the bottom marginal strip. Now look at this column number 5. It has got just 3 vacancies. What numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 7. We have this 4 there, so we get 5 and 7 there. We have 4 here also. We can write a 5 and 7 here, and the 4 finds E5. That's interesting. Now, look at row C. It has got 1, 2, 3 vacancies only because of this pair of 5 and 7. What are those 3 vacancies for? It is 1, 1, 7, no. 1, 2 and 9, yeah. 1, 2 and 9. 1 and 9 are here in this box number 3. Therefore, we get a 2 here. And those two numbers here, 1 and 9, we have this 9 here. Therefore, we can get right over 9 here, and naturally C2 is for number 1. Now, these two places also can be filled because this 2 is there across at A5. So, in this box, we can write number 2 there and 3 here. This is the idea of not writing these 3 spaces, filling these 3 cells when we were working here. Now we got that clearly, 1, 2, 3 separately. Okay. And now what else happens? Okay, let us look at this row F now. Whether anything, we got another pair of 5 and 7 here. So we have 1, 2, 5 numbers here, including this pair, of course. We require 4 numbers more. Can nothing be done? We require 2, 6, 8 and 9. 2 here, 2 here. Yeah, to this 2 prevents repeating here. This 2 prevents repeating here. So we can write our number 2 there. And then what else? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8 and 9. 6, 8 and 9. We have this 8 here, 6 there. Okay, let it be there now for the time being. Okay, let us shift our, let us examine these 3 cells only are vacant here. No, including this 4. Yeah. But then, can anything be done about these 3 cells in box number 3? Let's have a look. We require 3, 5 and 7. Yeah, we got a 3 here. We have a 3 there. Therefore, let us write our next 3 here. And these 2 places are for 5 and 7. We have this 7 ready here. So let's write that 7 there and 5 here. Okay. And then, what else happens? After writing that 5, look down here. This pair gets broken. We get a 9 there. This is a 5. And then what? After writing this 7, look left here. A1 gets number 5 here. It is 5 there. Number 7 here. After writing this 7, this pair also gets disturbed. You can get a 5 there. And here it is 7. And here it is 5 and 7. Very good. And then row A has got only 2 vacancies now. That is for number 1 and 6. We see number 1 readily down below here. Therefore, we can write our number 1 at A4 and 6 here at A6. What about these 2 vacancies in row B? uh, 4 and 7. We have this 7 here, so we can write our 4 there and 7 here. That we have completed to the top horizontal strip, completely solved. Okay, now can we no question. Look at column number 4. Only one vacancy is there for number. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. Yeah, 6 is missing, so we can get our 6 there. Okay, and that permits us to write the next 6 here. Okay, now what about these two places? It is for 5 and 9. Yeah, we got this 5 there. Therefore, let us write our 5 and E6 and 9 here. That complete this box also. And now row F is having just one vacancy. That is for number 8. Yeah, 8. Looking down here, this pair gets disbanded. We get number 1 there, 8 here, and what? Only 2 vacancies are remaining in this puzzle. That is for number 1 and 9. There is 1 here, so you cannot repeat here. So let us write our 1 here and 9 here. Well, we have finished the puzzle. I hope it was also a difficult puzzle, take it from me. But by employing a few tricks like this castle and these pairs in the like this, and imagining this number 2 here and all these things, cumulatively they have permitted us to solve this puzzle very easily and quite comfortably. Okay, so if you have copied as per this one, if you have copied the puzzle and tried to solve yours on your own, if you have succeeded, wonderful. Even then, you must have seen this video now, and you will find the differences between your method and my method. It's nothing great, only identifying the tricks, that's all. Okay, so wish you all the best and God bless you all.